you tired of wholesome Yuri? Do you need some spice in your life? Are you an M that feels genuine joy when being humiliated in front of the class? Yeah, I thought so. You snort those insults like you snort your sister's panties. Welcome to Gushing Over Magical Girls, a show that presents a girl with a dream. A dream. Hey man, chase your nightmares if you want to. As a self-proclaimed Yuri fan, I saw the tag and was like, time to boot the Neuron CPUs up. What do we have this time? And proceeded to go into this show blind. My reaction was something like this for about 60 minutes, thinking, do you think God has a community guidelines to heaven? So before we all get rejected to heaven for getting off the plant let me tell you all about this anime. It really isn't hentai. We start off with a super introverted girl, Utena, a magical girl otaku. I mean, what teenage girl doesn't like Pudikya, Sailor Moon, especially if they exist in real life? Until she is approached by a strange black rabbit thing, saying she has aptitude to be part of the evil organization. She refuses, so as all rabbits do, it manipulates her into being magical girl but evil. Then the black rabbit manipulates Utena into sexually torturing the magical girls she admires so much, and she enjoys it. Utena accepts this dark side of her more and more over time and basically becomes an S&M porn addict. But yes, this is basically every episode. The world of S&M fetishes. I welcome you to our show tonight. We will be presenting your exquisite dinner of fetishes. First, for the appetizer, we have multiple options. Choking, asphyxiation, alongside tentacles and spanking. You really feel the muscles ache after this one. As an extra token, you get blindfolded groping. As for the main dish, a delicious electrifying meal or a spicy hot one with a sprinkle of tentacles. Finally, for the dessert, we bring you a thrill of sugar rush never felt before. Public humiliation. What do you think of our menu? Sir, did the food consent? See you next time on the greatest cooking show, Jail Eaters, where you too can see your favorite superheroes get eaten up. Putting aside the mountain stack of sexual assault cases, this anime is strange, unique, to say the least. Okay, but before anything, the very first thing I noticed was, why does Utena sound like Bocchi? No, like, not just the voice. I mean the intonation, the little stutters, It's not just me, right? I'm not just Bocchi brain rotting, am I? Every episode, I can't help but hear it. The voices in my head. It's Bocchi. But she's not like me. She like me for real, for real. This is just Bocchi the sadist. This is definitely what the Bocchi fandom imagines Kita to be like. But yes, gushing over magical girls really means gushing over correcting girls. It's basically an SM fetish festival. It's like if you bought a book giving you the Wikipedia of fetish. The show plays like a comedy gag, using the magical girls as tools to introduce different fetishes. Bro treats girls like a clowning science experiment. Yes, welcome to my show and tell. Today I present my pet electrifying horny lesbian in a jar. The thing is, the whole show doesn't feel like it plays like the normal ecchi show where they try to make this really sexually tense atmosphere. Half the time I feel like I'm watching slapstick softcore porn, and I really haven't experienced anything like it. Yes, you have your obviously fan-serviced up camera angles, you have so many of these shots, but unlike the average ecchi show like, say, High School DxD, there's always this part of my mind that's like, what in God's name am I watching? In the Looney Tunes way. So I'm strangely conflicted on saying whether I like it, cause I personally honestly don't find it hot, but it's like a nuclear genocide you can't look away from. It's just interesting. I will give it a lot of points for creativity. If you want some spice in your ecchi, check it out. Cause the one big thing I can praise is their fucking commitment to the SM game. There are no bars held back. They jump to the deep end, further than basically what I've seen any other anime, and dedicated their fucking hearts. This is a 100% commitment project. Not that uni group project you decide to finish the night before because you have to. If they want to show something, they will show it. If they want to show tits, they will show tits. I have never seen so many open tits in an anime before. And to be honest, as confused as I am, I respect both the creative sense of the whole magical girl satire through SM premise and the commitment they made. Because the only thing more annoying than a premise that doesn't deliver on its story is an ecchi that doesn't deliver on its ecchi. Bro really thought he could hide his slither of dignity left behind the first half normal magical girl OP. Bro didn't even last 2 minutes! Like it or not, the ecchi is, well, degenerate as fuck as promised. And the ecchi is unlike any generic fanservice I've seen. I can feel the creative juices flowing through the animator's body when I see triple hardcore public spanking. So many juices. Speaking of creative juices, I also have to give my prop to the marketing. They may have worked with only one hand, but their brain was on double testosterone speed. Some madman thought of the genius idea of using ASMR by Utena on the official Kadokawa channel to promote this anime. Like, it fit Utena's breathy yet sadistic voice so well, and it's like basically what weebs want from ASMR. Man knows his target audience so well, cause the man is the target audience. It's one of those ideas that seems so obvious when it's out, but for some reason never came to anyone's mind before it happened. Like, ASMR is such a simple idea commonly done by so many creators, VTubers, but for some reason, no anime has ever thought of like, I don't know, just asking the seiyuu to do a short piece as promotion. Thank you, Blue Archive. Lolicons truly do revolutionize the world. See, that's the obvious in hindsight promotions. Then you have the only Japan could ever come up with this shit promotions. Someone decided to go back to the old miniclip days and make a web browser game. What game, you ask? Oh, I don't know. How about one-player Pong where you use Pong to strip the girls naked? Bro, what the fuck Viagra, weed, cocaine do you have to smoke to come up with shit like this? If scientists had this much horny creativity, we'd be space traveling to fuck aliens now. Like, really, it's a simple game. Really simple. It takes like 5 minutes to play and complete. It's just the ridiculous idea that you can tell your friend you played Pong to earn your jack-off with your own hand. Incredible. So, marketing man, you hiring? I got some pretty good ideas. Like, how about a Dakimakura that produces sound under physical trauma? Looking at the show from a Yuri perspective, I can't say I feel the wholesome Yuri vibes. Every character has some screw loose in their head, and it's definitely not the kind of cute feeling you usually get seeing the Yuri couples we're used to and love. Yeah, it's not the heartwarming sugar rush you normally see. It's a melon fest with a sprinkle of degradation. I guess in a way, the relationship between these two is pretty wholesome with how much Kiwi loves Utena, but honestly, personally, even that I can't see as wholesome after their first meeting. I don't feel my Chisataki Yuri sparks. It's like any particles of wholesome are evaporated by the degeneracy in front of my eyes. The girls' love tag here basically stands for girl try to rape and kill each other love, not girls sweetly love their partner love. It's a strange form of toxic love now that I think about it. Utena's sadistic tendencies towards the magical girls, attention whore's obsession with Utena after being tortured because Utena called her post-torture face cute. Author saw the vanilla tag and slam dumped it into ghost pepper extract. Motherfucker just like setting the world on fire. I respect it. But if you came here for what you usually want in a Yuri, you're looking in the wrong place, cause this ain't it, chief. I guess if I were to point out something other than the degeneracy that caught my attention, it's the plot. While everything so far has basically been a rotation slash mix of comedy and degeneracy, there are small bits here and there that makes me feel like there is an overarching plot building up. I really can't tell if they plan to bring it anywhere, cause it's all bits and pieces of info being teased, like Lovecraftian horror's backstory, sulfur dioxide secrets, the whole magical girl lore and how it started, etc. Then you have other interesting aspects that could be explored, like Utena's whole psychological state after being blackmailed. Like bro, you could probably write papers on this deterioration. There is some mental breakdown potential going on here. Utena got blackmailed into fighting the magical girls she loves so much, blackmailed to sexually torture them, and starts to accept the sadistic side as part of herself more and more over time. We're gonna need the Harvard psychologist for this one. It's because the whole wacky premise is so creatively unique in the first place that we have all these possible plot threads that could potentially be treaded, which really piques my interest. But for now, we have magical girl SM degeneracy followed by 4 minutes of comedy, then back to SM degeneracy. Well, what can I say? SM degeneracy is part of the average scriptwriting structure. Through all the things I've said about this roller coaster of a show, I think my verdict is still a what the fuck am I watching? Then proceeds to click the next episode. Do I like it? I don't know. I'm confused. I don't think it's something I can describe with a score or a good or bad. In fact, this is beyond the review. But whether you end up liking it or not, I can at least guarantee it's not like any anime you've seen before. So hey, if you want to explore your SM side, no one's stopping you. Where were those ropes?